forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this world where we live, people go come inside you like.
Hello my beautiful people. Happy new year 2020. Oh my god, we made it. Oh my god, we made it to another decade. It's something to be so grateful for. But before I get into that, welcome to my channel. My name is Miriam K. In case this is the first time you're watching my video and you don't know who I am, my name is Miriam K. Anyways, this is my first video of 2020 and actually my first sit down video in a while, you know. And today, since it's the new year, and you know now, new year, new me, and all of those things that sometimes don't happen, and some of these things that sometimes don't happen. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about something that is kind of just been, you know, in my face, and just seeing and experiences with different people. I'm a people person. I connect with people a lot on a deep level, and people feel, you know, quite open to, free to kind of just talk to me, you know. And I think it's just a series of events that kind of have happened that made me wanted to discuss this, because it's something that so many of us can relate to. It's something that it happens. It doesn't matter what age, what stage. It's something that you are going to also experience, and that is finding your purpose, or your life's purpose, or feeling that fulfillment and so much, you know. And the definition of purpose, which is here, this is the definition of it. As you see, it talks about basically the reason why something exists or created, or the meaning of something, your purpose. So when we talk about, oh, what is my purpose, basically why we think we're existing, what the reason of us living and our life. And that is the definition. And the very key word within that definition is why. And I think a lot of us have kind of lost, we're kind of lost in that why stage. And I think there are various reasons for that. Okay, the reason why I wanted to discuss this topic is, you know, as I said, a series of events. Recently lost, you know, my neighbor that recently passed. It was a shock. It was unexpected. And I think two things in life that kind of make us kind of look within ourselves and search within ourselves, that everybody passes, it kind of makes you question, because you think to yourself, it is just that kind of reality sinking in, that might be me at any day, at any point. That might be me. If that does happen to me tomorrow, next hour, what am I going to be remembered for? What would have been my purpose for existing in this world? And you know, so I had a conversation with somebody, very lovely woman, who delivers, you know, packages for me. Very lovely, very friendly. And so when she found out as well that neighbor had passed, she broke down. She was crying, and she broke down, and she spoke to me, and she said just before even she came to do that delivery, she was breaking down and basically feeling like, what am I doing? This is not what I want to do. Like, where am I going? What am I doing? There has to be something more. And she just, you know, when you feel like you are failing, especially when you have kids, your parents. And I reminded her that just because you feel that you are not fulfilling your purpose, or you haven't found your purpose, it does not mean you are not serving a purpose. It does not mean you're not living a purposeful life. It doesn't mean you're not serving a purpose to somebody. I told her, you might just think all I do is just to deliver packages. But do you know there are people that when you knock on that door and say, oh, I've got a parcel for you, do you know there are people, you might be the only person that will speak to them that day, that week, even that month or so. There are people that are living by themselves, or that are caught in the cycle of work, home, sleep, eat, work, home, sleep, eat, repeat, and they are stuck in this, that they end up being isolated because we're so focused on, I gotta pay my bills, I have to this, I have to do this, I have to do that, and you're stuck in that. And there are people that are lonely, old people, and I told her there are people that are depressed. Maybe there might have been somebody that was so down they were ready to give up before you knocked on that door and say, I have a parcel for you, or I have a parcel for your neighbor, can you please take it? Maybe somebody was just about to end it all, but that knock saved their life. Or that, oh, how are you? Oh, good morning, I've got the... Because every time she is so pleasant, and I told her, you're serving a purpose. Even somebody that is cleaning, you're serving a purpose. I think the modern life, especially this age of the internet and social media, has put so much pressure on us, because we are seeing pictures, we are seeing people flaunting materialistic things, holidays, people flaunting all sort of things. We feel that equates to happiness. And that's one thing I want us to know. There is a very big difference. Success does not equate happiness. Money does not equate fulfillment or happiness. Those things don't. We are in an age now where there's such a high rate increased of mental health issues, especially within young people. There are people, I was reading an article where people as young as primary school are suffering from depression, anxiety, and all this social depression and all of that. Why? Because of the pressure of society to be perfect, to look perfect. A woman these days gives birth and she is so much in a rush to snap back. I have to snap back because you're seeing what people are putting, most of which is fake. We all know that whole tummy tea, flat tummy tea, we all know it does not work. But guess what? We all want to be part of this trend, and we forget, we get lost in that cycle of us just, we are consuming so much of what people are doing, we're focusing on what they are doing rather than what we want to achieve, what our purpose is, and what we want to do. Sometimes you have to step aside. You may, and also your purpose might not be, or what's going to make you feel fulfilled might not make you money. For example, with me, besides having my business, I have my own charity foundation. And when I tell you the fulfillment I get from that, that is my passion. That I feel is my purpose. Being able to make a difference in people's lives. Right now, I have over 50 patients, 50 people that have registered the foundation that get free medication checkup every month. 50 families that no longer have to worry about that. 50 people that are now going to be healthier and know more about their condition and how to approach. And besides that, all the other community stuff we do, I don't get money from that. In fact, I put money into that. But for me, the fulfillment I get from that, knowing that I'm helping people, giving them that courage and that hope, to keep just going and knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Let's just keep it like that. That for me is fulfillment. And recently as well, even one of the YouTubers that I watch, she bravely did a video recently, Vanessa Lau, bravely talking about the fact that with all she's achieved, and she has grown so much, she's got the views, the money, the success, all of that, the subscribers, the recognition, the opportunities, but now she just feels stuck, like, okay, what do I do from here? Because there wasn't that why. Is I want to get this, I want to get this. And also another YouTuber as well, you know, that I watch over the years, Dama Wilson. And you see her, she's only, I think she's 25, she's only 25 years of age, and she's achieved so much, you know, got the cars, the this, the mansion, got a child, and she is feeling like not even knowing what she wants to do now, you know. And now she's talking about wanting to go back to school, and now going and doing those things that she would have loved to do but she didn't get to do. And that's the thing, I think, because it's a numbers game, it's about how much money you get, how many what, like, the recognition you get, so the notoriety, recognition, views, likes. So it's all about numbers, amount of money, and number of subscribers, number of views, how famous you get, how many times I trend. Is a numbers game. So there is no why. If you ask me why I do stuff, number one, as I say, I want to see a difference, you know, within my community, and be able to impact lives. You ask me why, that's a why. So besides being a mom, which I love to death, and I love my kids, my twins, that also is my why. I wake up because of them, I keep going because of them. So I have that why. So even when I feel demotivated, I have that reason to kick me up and keep me going. And sometimes I think that is what we do not have. We have to, because at the end of the day, the definition says why something exists or created, why it's created, why it exists, why, which you need to have your why. You need to know where you're going, and you have to have that needs to be in your mind. And I think nowadays is where we, as I say, we are so consumed into the social media stuff. Like with me, people that know me know there are times if something is happening, somebody has to tell me. My sister will be like, have you seen this? People be the ones that, have you seen this? No. If I happen to be posting something and I see anything I like and I get out of it, there are days I'll barely show up on. I'll go and post and move on. I don't sit there comparing what this person is doing to my life and what they're doing with their kids that I don't feel like I'm doing. I can only do what Miriam can do. And I think it's what I have been. I've spent most of my life in hospital, being around people sometimes that are terminally ill, that for them, they don't have to think about comparing with anybody. Their focus is to make it through the next day. So I think this year, that's what we need to have in mind. I think number one, you need to know that you're just because you're not finding your purpose does not mean you are not living a purposeful life. It does not mean you are not serving a purpose. Number one. Number two, you have to have your why. Why am I doing this? You have to find your passion. It might not be what makes you rich, but what makes you feel fulfilled. You need to have that. You need to find your why, your passion, what is going to keep you going. Because you're going to feel demotivated. There are days I wake up as well, I'm demotivated. But that does not last too long. It might last a day or two, couple of days, a week, something. But eventually I get myself up and I keep going because I know why I want to do what I want to do. Number four, also you need to know that what you see on social media or what you see in the world should not blind where you want to go. You need to keep That's why they say tunnel vision. You have to avoid what A is doing, what B is doing, and concentrate on what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Have your goals. Work within your own time. Don't say because this person is 20 this and they have 10 cars, I have to have that. No, you don't know the price that person is paying to have what they have. And when I say price, I'm not talking about money. Sometimes they are literally sacrificing their happiness for it. And also, please know, success or wealth does not equate to happiness. It does not equate to fulfillment. Those are two different things. So you need to find out what is important to you. So moving forward, this 2020, it's just that message that I wanted to pass on, and for us to all know that you just have to keep trying. It's your journey, your life. You gotta do things your way. Whatever is somebody else is doing, let that motivate you, but let that not control you. Let that not be your blueprint of how you're going to do this. Take the good things from it and learn to know that, in fact, I think this year is very important to be able to give yourself time away from your phone, your laptop. Give yourself time away from scrolling and checking what everybody is doing, because a lot of people is just smoke and mirrors. What is going on is very different. Because if that was the case, if being popular, rich, and all of that, and having the views, the likes, if that equates to happiness, so many people won't be, going through all these things. And some people having either tried to, commit suicide or have actually done it. If that was the case, a lot of people wouldn't. So you have to find your own purpose, your own happiness. And to start you, whether you want for business coaching or for just life coaching, you want to get somewhere, you want to achieve something, no matter how big or small. When having a coach helps you, first of all, break down whatever it is you want to do, and then be able to put a plan, set target. Somebody that's just kind of there just to help you in that journey. We all need that help sometimes. So I do that. And also for businesses, whether or not you've actually started or you just have the idea and you just need a bit of support, then you can do that. I'm gonna put all the details at the end of this video, so for my website and all of them are social media links. And if this is something you'll be interested in, anyhow we can help. For me, I just want to see a difference, and if you see, everything that I do ties into that, whether it's to do with my personal business, my job, whether it's to do with my foundation, it all ties into wanting to make a difference. And that is my own purpose, and that's why where I find happiness. For me, it's not about money, it's not about this, it's not about that. Being able to help people, that's what helps me, that's what gives me courage to keep going when I'm down. Those are the same people that help to push me along. But anyways, thank you for watching. Watch out for my next video that's gonna come up soon. We're gonna be doing our vision board, and that's something as well you can try. It helps to just break down what you want to do. It gives you something to see, like something visual that you can look at, that reminds you. Like you put it somewhere like your bedroom, where every day you wake up you see it. Somewhere you see it. Could be your dressing table, by your bedside, somewhere where you can see it, and somewhere where you can just look at it and be reminded and know why you're doing what you are doing. But please be grateful. There's so many people that didn't make it to this year or this decade, so we have so much to be grateful for. No matter what you're going through, just know that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. It might take a long time, it might be a long tunnel, but you will surely come to the end. And just keep going. Just continue to be positive. I know there are days you wouldn't feel like it, and that is also fine, because we all have those days and those moments in our lives. But thank you for watching. I love you all. subscribe, you know, share, if you know, help another person, and I will put all my details. And thank you so much. I wish you a very successful, purposeful, happy, prosperous year and years to come, you know, that'll be filled with abundance of blessings, success, opportunities, and everything. By the way, this video has been directed and produced by my handsome nephew here, aka my first baby, Denzel. Thank you so much. Watch out, him and my other nephews are gonna be having their own review channels, gonna be doing like reviews with toys and everything. Give them a smile then.
I can't smile.
Give them a smile. So yeah, so thank you so much. He's learning and he's also teaching me some things, and who knows, he might be the next big producer, right? So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like it. If you did, then blame him. Anyway, bye.